Hey, Mr. Clash here, coming at you with a 3-star attack replay, actually 2 3-star attack replays, and a little piece of advice. If you're in a war, do not, under any circumstances, have 2 bases that are the same in the war, on your side. If the enemy does, cool, good for you. But you, no, don't do that. You're listening to my, you're watching my video, don't do that, don't ever do that. And today's video is a prime example of why never to do that. So here I am attacking this particular base. Now have a look at the base name. The in-game name of the player is Eagle King, okay, in this particular clan, and this is the base layout. So I've come in with a Go-Vaho, 7 Valkyries and 18 Hogs. Now you've just noticed how the Valkyries path Expos are down, my king went over to the right hand side, hogs are coming in from the right hand side, surgical deployment of the hogs on those weapons, and they'll path around to the gold cannons on the left at the roughly 730 position once they make their way over. Now I did not activate the Queen's ability because I was just watching the hogs and just not paying enough attention, otherwise I would have activated the Queen's ability, and I just let her die. Not that it really mattered too much at the end of this raid. As you can see, all the weapons are down. The timer's counting down, 30 seconds left, and that means the rest of this base is going to be wiped out within 30 seconds. So it was about 2 minutes that the entire attack took place. So the people that there are people that are complaining that the 3-minute clock is not enough to wipe out a base. Okay, yes, this base was not a fully maxed base with fully everything and level 30 heroes. But then again, I don't have level 30 heroes either. So horses for courses, really. Anyway, this is the first base, Eagle King, and he's done and dusted. Now, let's go have a look at the second attack. Okay, have a look at the second attack, and the first thing you will notice about this base is it is identical in layout and everything else. Now, I did come in a little bit differently with my golems, that is another thing. On the first attack, I did put my golem on the right hand side mortar. I didn't expect it to go that far over, and when I cracked the wall, expecting the golem to come in, it just stayed there, and that meant my first golem coming in died too much to that expo shooting it. So I had to make a real little adjustment. I wanted to bring both golems in this time because I saw what happened to the expos with the expo from the last raid. So I figured I've pretty well done just about everything the same troop, and it was a little bit of a different deployment in terms of where they came in from. And you'll notice instead of the Valkyries punching through the wall to go to that top expo, they followed the king up into that top compartment. Now my king did path to the right on the first attack, and the queen ended up going left on the first attack. And the second attack, you'll see my king has gone to the right hand side. I did have to deploy the hogs a little bit differently, and there's a few little things different in the base, but essentially nothing really that changes the layout. So following from my first successful attack with the particular troop combination and deployment, I saw the same base and simply did the same thing. In other words, as far as I was concerned, that base had been cracked. The code to 3-starring that base was now available, and I just did the exact same thing on the exact same base. Now you will have a look at the base name is Eagle Queen. First one was Eagle King, this one is Eagle Queen. So you have to assume it's the same player with 2 accounts. 2 accounts, identical base. You crack one, you automatically get a 3-star on the other, even when you mess up. A little bit like my troops messed up here, but I still get the 3-star anyway. Now that is the number one reason why you don't have the identical base in your war. Even if you think you have the best base on earth, no one's ever 3-starred it ever. Don't have more than one of that base in a war, because someone will 3-star it, and then they automatically get a 3-star on your second base because it's the same. Crack one and the other one automatically is known how to be defeated. So that is the lesson for today. One war base only per one war base layout in any war that you have. Don't duplicate your war base layouts, otherwise this is the result. Hey, just as I was about to put this video to bed, get it uploaded, and just show you what sort of a disadvantage you're at when you have the same base in a war twice, as you've just seen. Attack it once and you've instantly attacked the other base. Lo and behold, this particular war we have, just want to show you these bases. We couldn't believe it. Prep day finished, war bases revealed, and this is what we saw. Base number 5. So this is base number 5. Have a note, big open bullseye type base. Base number 5. Base number 8. There we go. Let's have a scout on that one. And same layout. Base number 9. And there we go. Same layout again. Base number 10. Same layout again. Unbelievable. 4 identical bases. Maybe tiny little bit of difference in maybe where an air sweeper was or something like that. So 4 bases essentially identical in the war. And then we had this as their number 6. Not quite identical to the others, but same theme anyway. Just a little bit variation on where some of those other walls and whatnot were placed. Essentially, that's 5 bases that will be attacked exactly the same way. And as you can see, we 3-starred them all. Would have 3-starred them anyway, but as pointed out, once you crack one base, you instantly know how to beat all the other bases. And this is insane to do that. Now, again, you saw it was Eagle King and Eagle Queen that I attacked, and have a look at the name of number 8 and 9. They're essentially the same name, just the first and last name have been swapped around. So again, exactly like Eagle King, Eagle Queen, here you've got another example, same person, same layout, 3-star one, auto 3-star the other. Don't do it. That's what I'm trying to get a message across to you. Don't ever do this in war. Hope that your enemy does it, but don't you ever have that happen in your clan. If you see anyone in your clan doing this sort of thing, you put a stop to them. Show them this video. Show them what happens when they have the same base as someone else in the clan. It's an auto 3-star. Once you crack one, you crack the other. You're giving away 3 stars straight off the bat by doing that. Anyway, that's all I wanted to get out today. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.